What's going on, YouTube fam? Hope you are having a great day as always. I am hanging out with this handsome boy right here. And I'd like to share with you an update in the audiobook and physical hard copy book recommendation series, which I've uploaded over the past few years on YouTube. And typically I've given you guys and gals like 2 to 3 book recommendations per upload. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give you 3 book recommendations, and they're going to be of different niches. And I had actually made another list of 3 more, which are more science audiobooks, which I'll do in another video. So if you like this series, please give it a thumbs up, because that tells me that, you know, it's actually adding value for you, that you're actually checking out some of these books. And you can always go to my website and click on influences, and you'll see basically individuals throughout history that I find are influential, or personally that they're influential for me. And a lot of the books or audiobooks or research materials that I study comes from those individuals. So link in the description below if you want to take a look at that. Otherwise, let's get straight into these books here. So I'm going to share with you 3, and stay tuned for the next video because it's going to be on science books. But for these ones here, let's take a look, and I hope it helps you. Again, thumbs up. So the first book I'd like to recommend is Be Here Now by Baba Ram Dass, also known as Richard Alpert. And this I've actually shared in another video in this series, but I think I shared with you the audiobook of this. And what I wanted to do here is specifically share the physical hard copy, because this book, first of all, this is one of the first print editions of it. But this book is just really, really neat in how it's illustrated, how it's laid out. Here, let me actually show you some examples. So once you get into the book itself, that's essentially what it kind of looks like as you go through. So it's really, I would say, interactive when it comes to, visually interactive when it comes to how it's illustrated and how books are typically done. Even the pages have a certain texture to them that's really nice. And I shared a post on Instagram talking about this book, which I got a lot of feedback from, so that's why I'm actually sharing this hard copy here, just because I think it's something that if you are interested in picking it up, you know, even if you've read the listened to the audiobook, you're going to want to read this hard copy just because it's so lovely and so well done by Richard Alpert Ram Dass. And he is a spiritual teacher of mine, and I've virtually met him on Skype. Extremely nice human being, beautiful person, and that's why I wanted to share this book. So this book in general is, its category, you could say, is around spirituality, self-improvement, and generally it's exactly about what it describes in the title here. Be here now, be in the present moment. There is only the present moment. So this is a great book that helps establish recognition of that, and recommended on my list. So that's number 1 in this video. Let's get on to number 2. Number 2 is Becoming a Supple Leopard by Dr. Kelly Starett. Kelly is a really cool guy. He's actually my homie now because I am a Mobility WOD ambassador. So what that means is essentially I promote the Mobility WOD book, I promote their products, and I promote their exercises. Why do I do that? Because this book, and Mobility WOD in general, offers up so much valuable information on how you can address muscle viruses, poor movement patterns, poor circulation, just absolutely everything you can imagine is covered in this book. So this is, I call it the Mobility Bible, and that's because Mr. Kelly Starett here is a mobility ninja. So I recommend this book if you are interested in improving your mobility, flexibility, and overall health. This will also help improve your bioenergetics. So definitely check this out if you're interested in just feeling better day to day, and you want to have a quick and easy physical guide that's going to take you through the steps on how to do it. So this is number 2. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Let's get on to number 3. So the third and final book is actually an audiobook. That's why I'm showing you here on my screen on my phone. And this is I Am the Word by Paul Selig. And it is a channeled text. So basically Paul is a channeler. Now what that means is that he attunes himself to a certain frequency. He describes it almost like a radio antenna. And by doing this, the words of the book come through to him and he reiterates them. And someone has basically taken them down, put them into book form. And there's also the Book of Mastery, the Book of Truth, the Book of Love and Creation, and the Book of Knowing. I've listened to 2 of his books so far, but I Am the Word was the first one I listened to, and I highly recommend it. Again, I got it on Audible. So here you go, some phoneception, some picture-in-picture here. That's how it looks like on my Audible. And essentially, you can see here I've completed it. And it's just a really good book. I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in things relating to Christianity, religion, or Christ in general, this book discusses how one is Christed, or how to recognize the Christedness in oneself and others. And what's really neat about this is I actually made a podcast discussing somewhat this topic. So if you're interested in that, have a look at the link in the description below. But that's basically it. That's number 3. And that's going to do it for our list. So I really hope this list has been informative for you. I hope it helps you. I hope you check out some of these books. Again, this is 3 that I highly recommend. Different types of categories, different niches, different verticals, whatever you want to call it. That's why I kind of like this series that I put together for everyone, because it just it bridges the gap between different topics that a lot of people may not do if they, they're not going to bridge that gap unless that information is presented to them. So that's what I try to do here. I try to take everything, put it all into a list for you, and be like, here you go. Here's what I recommend. These are really good. And I obviously exclude the ones that I don't think are good. So check these out. I hope they help you. I hope you find this video informative. Please give it a like, thumbs up if you thought it was informative. And I will be producing another video for you soon, most likely giving you some science books, and then we'll continue to go forward. So this is number 10 in the series. Really glad we got here. Really glad we're on number 10. When I first made the first audiobook video, I didn't think we'd get this far right away, but obviously we have. So thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you again in that next one.